Alright, hello Internet and welcome back to OKLCS Season 3 Week 5. We're getting into our final game of the night, which will be between Team Accursed and 50 Shades of Mosier, both of them undefeated teams in Diamond Capped, and should be a really good game.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty excited. We had an undefeated matchup in Gold Cap, was it last week? That was actually really exciting to watch
good.
as well. So
again, we're really hoping that the internet doesn't cut out during this game, especially considering the stakes, the sole possession of first place in Diamond Capped. But we're just gonna have to do our best, so we'll go ahead, jump right into that game, see if we can finish this shit off before anything bad happens.
yeah, also go vote for the MVP of Game 3. Last game was really exciting, 49 minutes, went down to the wire. So,
I feel like a lot of people are just drained after how many times we had to cut out and come back in.
Yeah, definitely, but I mean, I think it makes it even more fun for the players of those games to maybe get that reward of being the MVP.
Yeah. All right, of course, we do have Team Accursed on the blue side up against 50 Shades of Mosier on red side. As we said, both of these teams undefeated. Leroy pulling out the Vladimir, and I mean, I said it before, Leroy is one of the early adopters of new mid lane picks in the OKLCS. He comes out, he's one of the first people to play the Talia when it first came out. He picked up the Corki and the Twisted Fate really early on, and now we're seeing Vladimir when we haven't seen like basically any Vladimir in the OKLCS.
Yeah. I think we saw Jack maybe in week 1 or week 2
that's true,
play,
that's true.
but that was in the top lane. That's not even in the mid lane, so it's going to be really fun to watch here.
And then, of course, Clutch pulling out this Swain pick in the top lane. Beniona even took Ignite in the top lane to deal with that healing. So, there's not going to be any teleports available for Team Accursed. Nor are there any globals, so, we'll see if 50 Shades of Mosier can abuse that.
Yeah, that's definitely something they should try to do throughout this game. Maybe set up some teleport plays or something.
So Caldera in the jungle, gonna be leashed onto his red buff by his team.
Yeah, really good leash there. Didn't have a problem moving towards these raptors.
And the Shyvana pick from Trung, he's pulling out something a little different here. He started his Raptors, if you notice, and that's something that Shyvana can do very easily, and if you can start Raptors, just kill off all the little ones really fast, then it's definitely something you can do very nicely, because it gives you bonus experience, you get level 2 off of just killing the little ones, and you'll get your second ability to deal with the big one, and then you have a little bit faster experience. Beniona gonna slice and dice onto Clutch, who's only level 1 still. 50 Shades of Mosier's bottom lane shoving in. Oblivious on this Sona pick. We've seen a few Sonas, and I think it's rather good, actually, considering how powerful shield and heal supports are right now. And so Trung went Raptors into Wolves into blue buff. Falseheart gonna take the Pulse over Peacemaker as well as that Hymn of Valor. Clutch shoved under his tower. It's really difficult for a Swain to last hit under the tower. And
it looks like Graves is actually working his way up there as well.
He's actually hidden himself in the top lane side brush. See if a gank happens.
Oh, here it could.
Yeah, Clutch it comes out a little bit.
There we go.
Oh yeah, there's the stun. There's the Ruthless Predator. Good. Clutch flashes away from that end of the line.
Yeah, very good flash there.
I feel like Caldera was a little bit slow on that one. He could have gotten at least the Thunderlord's I'm assuming yes, Thunderlords that is. He might have gone Storm Raiders. Oblivion's gonna get caught by the Aqua Prison, the Hymn of Valor, and the Area of Perseverance means Zephyr takes a lot of damage. And Falseheart trading back in, Biscuit be able to just auto him down. And for Clutch to be this far up with no flash, you have to be very careful. He does have a ward there, but if he gets jumped on by Beniona and stunned up by that Ruthless Predator, then it's going to be a bad time for him as soon as Caldera makes it up there. But since Caldera spent so much time up there in the top lane, Trung, he's counter jungled the bottom side jungle from Caldera gotten his recall off,
Yeah,
picked
very
up 2
heads
long
up.
swords, and pretty ahead in terms of CS compared to
Yeah, and he's about to
Caldera's
go get
grades.
another red buff.
Beniona gonna jump onto Clutch, or at least try to with that slice and dice, but Clutch drops the bird, the Decrepify, and just dissuades any potential chase.
Yeah, Beniona is already up 17 CS and a flash in the top lane.
False Heart runs into the trap that was hidden behind the tower. I think that's kind of a stupid mechanic that Caitlyn players can abuse. The fact that you can hide the trap behind the tower is just so stupid. 33 to 17 CS. It's kind of the way you expect a Renekton lane to go.
Oh, definitely
Majority of the situations.
Very big lane bully.
And False Heart takes a Yordle Snap Trap, and Biscuit able to just headshot him down. Beniona goes in, Slice and Dices onto Clutch. He gets the Never move down, the Decrepify. Beniona taking a lot of damage back, actually, and Clutch with the ranged auto attacks. Beniona needs to be very careful. He has no Ignite.
Yeah, Trung's making his way. He's gonna try to get there.
Oh, Caldera's here, but so is Leroy. The Aqua Prison does not find anyone. Caldera going in for a lot of damage onto Oblivious, but not gonna secure anything for them. Yeah, and Caldera's been making a lot of ganks, but didn't burn anything bottom lane, only got a flash top lane. Clutch was able to recover fairly okay. And Trung has just been doing nothing but farming. He's a level up, has the Tiamat finished off. Clutch is gonna drop down some damage on the Beniona, but he's got level 6, and he goes Dominus, and first blood, solo kill for Beniona. Didn't even have to burn his flash.
Yeah, he's definitely gaining even bigger advantage.
Yeah, so I might have spoken a little bit too soon on the whole Clutch is okay for now thing. Trung gonna find Caldera. He has a level up. He's actually got Exhaust Smite. He exhausts onto Caldera, and Chris can't miss. Forces the flash away with the ball. Caldera gets caught trying to do something in the river when he is behind in the jungle.
I did not even notice that he took Exhaust until he laid it down.
Yeah, and look at that. He's literally tripling Caldera's farm right now. 42 to 14. And that's just really good jungle pathing.
Oh, and it looks like he's about to solo this first dragon.
Yeah, and of course you want the dragons when you're playing a Shyvana. You get some free armor and MR from that. For each dragon you take, you get 5. Caldera gonna take away the Raptors. Leroy looking for it. He goes with the Hemoplague onto Chris Can't Miss, but does not land the Tides of Blood. Gets the heal up. Chris Can't Miss now out of mana, so hard for him to stay in lane up against Leroy, who gets to spam as much as he wants. The dragon will go down in favor of 50 Shades of Mosher. Trung soloing that one out. When you solo the dragon, you always give up some of your experience advantage because you're not getting experience by taking a camp while this is all going on.
Right.
But he's already pretty far ahead, still more than double Caldera CS. Leroy goes in with the Tides of Blood, puts some damage on the Chris Can't Miss. Shot Barrage gonna come out just to thin out the minion wave from False Heart. Aqua Prison flashed away from by Biscuit.
Definitely respecting the damage, but I don't know if we noticed that False Heart was pretty much out of mana. May not have had the damage to kill there, but
probably didn't need to do that. He wasn't tanking tower. There was no mana on False Heart and no True Shot Barrage because he just saw it used to thin out the minion wave. So I don't think Biscuit really needed to flash there. Maybe he was afraid that there was a jungler coming in.
Yeah, sometimes better safe than sorry. They might be able to take this tower down
So close, one hit. But
that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, Clutch. Oh, Beniona comes in with the Dominus, and Trung going in, Clutch flashing away, and Beniona will fall down. Nice gank from Trung right as Beniona went aggressive, but did force Clutch's flash. And Caldera's here, he throws out a lot of damage, but not enough to kill off either of the members of 50 Shades of Mosher. Oh, Beniona looks like he VC'd at some point while he was dead, but he'll probably be back in. He didn't die without doing anything, so I'm assuming he didn't die just to nothing. Yeah, Beniona go. Wow, some damage onto Oblivious. That's a very squishy support you're playing when you play Sona.
Yeah, it looks like this first turret's gonna go down.
Yeah. Biscuit will auto that last tower, or that last hit onto the tower. 50 Shades of Mosher get tower first blood in the bottom lane. Find themselves 1.6k gold up, actually. A lot of that having to do with the CS discrepancy between Biscuit and False Heart, as well as, of course, that that tower first blood. And look at Chung's CS compared to Kaolira's. It's absolutely phenomenal how well he is pathing in this jungle.
Yeah, and also making an impact in the top lane, as you can see, 1 kill.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a scary dragon, I'll tell you that.
And look at this, 50 Shades of Mosher has swapped their bottom and top lanes. They've already gotten the tower and down in the top, or in the bottom lane, so they send Clutch down there to wave clear, just hold off their push, and they use their already winning bottom lane to shove out and put pressure onto Beniona and that top lane tower.
Yeah, I really like this.
Yeah, they're sending Zephyr up. TAC is sending Zephyr up into the top lane to try and help out Beniona in what they expect to be a 2-man, but Trung is actually also up here, and he's ready. Oh, Zephyr might face back in here. No, actually, Oblivious gives away the play a little bit too early there. Yeah,
he's already got the wave.
Traps being used. Yeah, they have a wave. 50 Shades of Mosher are just going to out-rotate TAC quite significantly as Trung runs in just to put down some damage onto the tower. Chris Can't Miss has even made his way up here. True Shot Barrage just to thin out the minion wave. Zephyr, Leroy, and Kaolira have made their way up here as well. Beniona chunked down to about half. He's going to get caught by the Shockwave. There's the Ace in the hole. There's a Tidal Wave to disengage the fight. Leroy's gotten in there, but there's the Crescendo. Stuns him up. He gets exhausted. Deep is down. Trung falls down to the second proc of end of the line, but they'd already killed off Beniona. It's a 1-for-1. Now Clutch is down here up against False Heart. 50 Shades of Mosher, they do succeed in forcing away Team Accursed, and they will get another tower here for themselves. This one in the top lane.
Yeah, no, up to a 2.7k gold lead. 2.7.
Yeah, good math, Shaden.
Yeah, it changed to 0.1 on the side of 50 Shades of Mosher, so it always confuses me. I want to make sure it also goes up 0.1.
Yeah,
on the other side, so.
Oh, Oblivious gets picked off by Kaolira, just like walking down the river. Gets the Thunderlord's proc and blown up. Proto Belt finished off for Leroy as Chris Can't Miss almost has his Morellonomicon. Of course, you need that Grievous Wound so that you can stop that Vladimir and a little bit of the Renekton healing. Alright, so they send Clutch into the bottom lane. He hasn't finished Rod of Ages. He's going to be trying to stack up against Beniona. He's succeeded in closing the gold lead, or the CS deficit he had.
Yeah, he's
pretty significant. And Biscuit, I like this too. He's actually delayed his Renounce Hurricane after the BF Sword for the Executioner's Calling, which is very good against Vladimir, Nami, Renekton.
Oh, yeah.
And you see a lot of 80 carries, they know, oh yeah, I need to get Executioner's Calling, but I really want to get this crit item first. And I just really think it's really good of Biscuit to have already picked that one up. Nullifies a lot of the healing.
He might...
Oh, Clutch is gonna get jumped up by Beniona and Zephyr here. The Aqua Prison's here, but who's being caught? Oblivious is here. Clutch splashes to the safety of his team. Ace in the hole onto Zephyr. True Shot Barrage comes out. Trung finds Beniona, and now Zephyr's just gonna fall down. Biscuit flashes back towards his team because he was getting jumped on by the other members of Team Accursed. Biscuit's so very low, but 50 Shades of Mosher pick up 2 kills. Accursed just a little bit too slow on the play.
They might also get a dragon off this one.
And they're going to take away that control war. 50 Shades of Motion. They want this dragon, not only because it's infernal, but because the Shyvana gets some free resistances from it. Leroy coming out with the Tides of Blood. Chris Can't Miss going to take a little bit of damage. Cavalier gets smited down by Trung. Clutch is teleported into the back line. There's the never move on to False Heart after that one. He's going to flash in, but now he's got a quick draw over the wall. Leroy zoned away by the ball. Calera actually over the wall. Shockwave's going to pull him into the wall, and Trung exhausts him, but he will fall down. Calera gets the kill onto an opposing jungler. Got the Warrior Enchant, the Infernal Dragon knocking away at Accursed health bars. 50 Shades of Motion, they want the Infernal Dragon, but their jungler's dead, and Calera still available with the Smite.
Yeah, both teams are just going to back off this. I actually spoke too soon. Team Curse might pick this up for free.
Yeah, Cursed, they are the ones who have the advantage in the area. Benyon made his way back in. And they will pick up the Infernal Dragon for themselves, even if the Dragon count, and more importantly, deny the Dragon from Trung on the Shyvana. Oops. Oh. Sorry, just trying to move my mouse. Okay, so 50 Shades of Mosher here in the mid lane. The mid lane outer is the last remaining outer tower that they need to get. Leroy uses the Protovel to try and break out the minion wave. Calera actually going to take away his own blue buff. He says, I have mana, you don't, Vladimir, so this one's mine.
Yeah, he also needs that farm to keep trying to
catch back up to Trung. I mean, Trung has as much CS as either of his two solo laners at this point.
Yeah.
Two-shot barrage comes out. Now Biscuit starting to set up those Yordle snap traps, getting ready for the siege that's coming. Clutch on his way down the mid lane. False Heart takes some damage from that headshot. Not too much just yet, but... And Chris Can't Miss preparing the ball, getting ready to zone them all away. There's the Tidal Wave to try and catch someone out. It's going to knock up Chris Can't Miss. Biscuit gets caught by the Aqua Prison, and Leroy unloads his full combo into Biscuit, who will fall down to False Heart. Trung has already dragged his Ascendant in, and Accursed are winning this team fight. Shockwave only pulls in Calera, and Clutch doing what he can, but he gets cut. Never move on to 2. He's trying to put down some damage onto False Heart, who flashes away. Clutch gets ignited by Benyon, and he will fall down. Benyon and Leroy are very low. Ooh. He dodges away with the Sanguine Pool. Aqua Prison finds Chris Can't Miss. It's the ace for Team Accursed, and they turn that one around.
Wow. Look how low the 3 members are autoing this turret right now. What a fight.
Yeah. Accursed with the the ace for 1, only losing Benyon. What a fight for them. Just so well played by Zephyr's Nami. He caught the 80 carry with the Aqua Prison, knocked up Chris Can't Miss, then the last second Aqua Prison to keep Chris Can't Miss from killing off anybody.
Yeah, we're now seeing this Graves starting to get some kills under him. That CS might start
mattering a whole lot less.
Yeah, definitely so. Looks like Benyon may have had some internet trouble during this game too, but not bad enough to affect the game, hopefully. Team's probably paused, so probably not a big deal.
Zephyr gonna be clearing out this control ward. Shockwave dodged away by the Sanguine Pool. I'm not entirely sure why Chris Can't Miss would opt to use the Shockwave onto a Vladimir that he knows has Sanguine Pool available. Oh, Zephyr might be caught out here. Dragon's Descent in. He smited down. He flashes away, but it's not going to matter. Ace in the hole coming out. It's not going to matter. Trung finds him. Now Leroy coming in because 50 Shades of Motion are cut off. Benyon stuns up Oblivious. Oblivious exhausts him down. Trung going very low. There's the collateral damage, and Biscuit will fall down as well. Team Accursed turn a pick into 3 kills, and Chris ignited Will he fall down? The command protect not available, but he will be able to survive with the help of those potions. True shot barrage is coming. Chris gets taken out by it. Sniped down by False Heart.
Dang, another 4 kills right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought when you said no,
we're good. Accursed putting the damage down onto the top lane tower will pick up their second tower of the game, evening up the tower count, putting themselves in the gold lead.
Yeah, we definitely forgot to add those to the top.
Oh, that's not what I want to do. Please. There we go.
Perfect.
We're good now. Sorry guys. We've been on top of it all the time, and we're just super tilted by the internet. Smite comes out from Trung to get the Scuttle Crab, but he's gonna get stunned up by Banyona. Has no Dragon's Ascent, but there's the Shockwave into the Crescendo. Banyona is not gonna fall down just yet, but Caldera will, and Oblivious is gonna die to Banyona. He's going for Chris Can't Miss. He flashes for the Ruthless Predator stun, and he gets the double kill with a Slice and Dice.
Yeah, 2K gold lead on the side of Team Accursed now, making some very big plays, picking off the team.
50 Shades of Mosier, they're making the superior rotations in the early game, but then they lose a couple of team fights, get picked off a few too many times. Black Cleaver finished for both Caldera and Banyona. That's a lot of armor shred. Oh, I'm sorry. So, we just refreshed chat, and we haven't had it for a good amount of this game.
Yeah, I was wondering why nobody was saying anything.
So we'll post it again here. We just posted it. That's for Game 3. The Game 4 MVP will be up after this game, and we'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah, what we'll have to do for the MVP of this game is post the poll and then try to get everyone.
Hold on, Clutch is about to get dove here. He sees 2 members behind him. He sees 2 members in front of him, but he says, "Hey team, go get Baron. They're all here." 50 Shades of Mosier start off the Baron. It's going down very low. Zephyr comes in. Aqua Prison's not going to find anyone, and surely Trung is going to be able to outsmite a Nami. There's the tidal wave coming out, and the smite comes in. Trung finds the Baron, and they actually find Zephyr as well. 50 Shades of Mosier get the Baron. They're all using the empowered recalls. Clutch even survived. Trung even denies a blue buff to add insult to injury before getting his empowered recall off.
Very big play right there from 50 Shades of Mosier. I like the Baron call.
And Clutch, with the Rod of Ages Zhonya's, I mean, he was getting bullied out early game, but he's actually pulled himself a CS lead over Banyona now. And with those 2 items, you know, Swain starts to just be kind of difficult to deal with, to say the least.
Yeah, definitely.
50 Shades of Mosier here. There's a never move. It's already used. Banyona wants to fight. He stuns up Trung. There's the redemption coming down. A crescendo used, but Banyona gets into the backline. Slice and dices his way out, but they're all caught up. Shockwave pulls in all of them, but he's picked up a double kill. But Leroy wreaking havoc onto 50 Shades of Mosier. Triple kill for the mid laner of Team Accursed on this Vladimir 509.
Yeah, 3 for 2 in favor of Team Accursed right there. Gosh, this Vladimir is going off right now. 5-0 and 9, 132 CS. Like you said, Leroy picking out picks that a little bit earlier than everyone else. Vladimir in the mid lane.
Trung is not quite as tanky as you expect your Shyvana to be. He's gone for a very high damage build, but there's Trung. He wants to get onto Leroy, who just sanguine pools, and he runs himself sort of just there. They all have to back away. He's not as tanky as he'd like to be because he has the Blood Razor into Tiamat into Frozen Mallet, no true tank items.
Right.
But I mean, he's got a decent amount of tankiness naturally as the champion just because of Dragon's Descent's bonus HP. Oblivious clearing out a control ward. When we say... Nah, never mind. Titanic Hydra and Black Cleaver finished off for Beniona. We're gonna see the Phantom Dancer probably coming out from Cowlera here.
Whoa. Had to sneeze.
No problem, dude. You just let it all out.
Had to get it away from the microphone.
Good guy, Shaster 15. Alright, so gold is almost dead even right now. 300 gold separates the two teams. And now we're gonna see Trung pick up the locket for his team, which, again, I've said it before, I really like it when junglers or top laners take away that item so that the support doesn't have to build it. Unfortunately, Oblivious has actually already picked up the Aegis of the Legion. I think he probably should have been building that one instead towards the Ardent Censer. So good item on Sona. And of course, in general, Redemption and Ardent Censer giving you that amplified healing and shielding, as well as those bonuses you get to auto attacks with that Ardent Censer.
Yeah, they don't have Baron anymore, but they still have a Caitlyn, so very good for sieging.
Trinity Force Monomune is all that False Heart has right now. He's still yet to pick up that Blade of the Ring King. Biscuit wants to get that, I don't know if he'll finish off the Mortal Reminder or if he'll go in towards another crit item. But he does have the Executioner's Calling to try and cut down on... Oh, Trung is in the middle of a lot of members of a curse. He's got the Dragon's Descent available. He's going to use it. He gets the Redemption Shield. Oh, but Beniona behind him! Shockwave not going to find anyone. Chris can't miss. Misses everything. Double kill over to the top laner Team Accursed. And now Biscuit and Oblivious running for their lives. Biscuit does successfully recall, and Oblivious is left out to dry. He's getting collapsed on by a lot of members of Team Accursed right now.
I wonder if he's going to be able to suicide.
Yeah, no, he's going to get slowed up by this one. Aqua Prison finds him, and now Cowlera's here. He's just going to get blown up. Clutch doing his best to put some pressure down on the top lane. 50 Shades of Mosher did not get a whole lot done with that Baron.
Yeah, definitely not. Still behind in gold now.
And now Leroy, he's playing this very strong Vladimir right now, and he's put some damage onto the bottom lane tower. Chris Can't Miss comes in to try and clear it out. Dragon being pinged by the members of 50 Shades of Mosher. It's spawning in 2 seconds here, but Leroy is gonna find Clutch. He gets the auto damage down, and Clutch Zanya's Sanguine Pool is gonna be used, and Clutch will be able to survive with the help of his team. 50 Shades of Mosher onto the Infernal Dragon, and this will even up their dragons as well. Cowlera moving forward. He takes a lot of damage from Biscuit, and Beniona coming forward now. He's the one who's got the locket for his team. Or building towards it, rather. Alright, Team Accursed with 5 members here in the mid lane. Biscuit and Oblivious on their way in, but they're a little bit behind. But with Orianna and the Swain, you got a decent chunk of wave clear on the side of 50 Shades of Mosher. Yeah, now the locket finally finished off for Trung. That's a really great item active to have. And now Clutch has a Kindle Gem in his inventory. It looks like he's going towards the Spirit Visage. Gonna make him very tanky on this Swain. Yeah, there's the Spectre's Cal coming out. And of course, there's still have everyone stacked in the mid lane, but it's gonna be very difficult for them to siege up against Orianna, Swain, Caitlyn. Those Yordle snap traps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we were worried about Cavaliera, like, early and through a little bit of the early part of the mid game, but now 7-1 and 742 farm. I don't think we have to worry about him anymore.
And it looks like, I mean, Trung has more CS than his mid laner right now. He's still farming up a storm, but now Cavaliera able to catch up to him, and now Accursed starting off on the Baron. 50 Shades of Mojo have vision on it. Benyon actually going pretty low here. Leroy zoning away the members of 50 Shades. There's a teleport coming in from Clutch.
Oh, man.
Put the ball in. Accursed, it looks like they're going to back away from this one. Shockwave pulls Benyon away. He's going to be able to live with the help of the Redemption. Leroy goes in, puts some damage down. Trung going very low. Cavaliera exhausted through the collateral damage, but Trung now has to back away. Cavaliera actually going to turn it around. They trade each other. Benyon gets in the back line, assassinates Biscuit. The Clutch doing what he can in the back line, and False Heart going to take a lot of damage from Chris. Can't miss. He flashes forward for the command attack. Fakes out False Heart. They trade 2 for 2. No Baron taken.
Yeah, that actually is very good for 50 Shades of Mojo. Sure, it was a 2 for 2, but really it was much more. Stop the Baron.
Yeah, stop the Baron, and 50 Shades of Mojo's HP bar is much higher than that of Team Accursed. And the gold still only 100 difference between the two teams. They will secure this tower. They'll probably... No? Will they? Team Accursed cutting out really fast here, and there's the Protobot to thin out the wave. Accursed succeed in holding that one off, and gold still remains very close. 3 towers to 3, 2 dragons to 2, even the same 2 dragons.
And I mean...
Oh, Oblivious might be caught here. Oblivious is definitely caught here. He's gonna have to use that, I don't know what the fast one is, the E is, but he uses it to move himself out. Leroy does not continue the chase.
Yeah, both these teams undefeated for a reason. We haven't seen them make too many dumb mistakes or anything like that, playing very solid games.
Oh, Leroy gonna look for the kill. No, he's just gonna use the Tides of Blood, but now Biscuit ready. Oh, there's the Protobots and the Hemo Plague used. They disengage that fight, but Biscuit going very low. There's the Locket to keep him alive through the True Shot Barrage. Zephyr looking for something here.
Yeah, Biscuit very low. Just remaining around.
I think it's actually the Song of Celerity now that I think about it. Oh, Benyon gonna get a Shockwave up. Never Move keeps him in place. He's gonna use the Dominus and slice and dice out, but there's a nice 3-man crescendo. Leroy putting down damage on the Clutch, who's Zanya's in place. He's healing up a lot, but he will get popped by Cavaliera. Accursed pick off the top laner of 50 Shades of Mojo.
Perfect timing from Zephyr right there to pick him back up with that bubble.
Yeah, False Heart takes a little bit of damage, healed up by Zephyr, and Cavaliera autoing the tower without minions.
Yeah, still a lot of wave clear.
Yeah, Team Accursed unable to put down any of the towers from 50 Shades of Mojo. They rotate towards the bottom where they have a wave built up, but it's not going to matter because 50 Shades of Mojo are able to make it there in time, clear out the wave. Aquaprison is gonna find Oblivious, and Leroy goes in, puts some damage down. Cavaliera trying to auto the tower. It's going very low. It's almost dead. False Heart will auto it one more time. Team Accursed pick up the 4th tower for themselves, put themselves almost 2k gold lead.
Yeah, very good rotation there. They saw a bigger wave in the bot lane. They didn't want to wait on that wave in the mid lane. Rotated down, got the turret. And now back up to almost 2k gold lead.
Look at the difference in the 80 carry CS. Biscuit is getting very close to, well, okay, only 73, but he's getting pretty far ahead in terms of items compared to False Heart. False Heart still yet to finish that Blade of the Rune King 3rd item, whereas Biscuit has his 2 Zeal items, the Infinity Edge as well as the Executioner's Calling.
Looks like both teams are going to battle for vision right here. Nothing's going to escalate into more, though. Yet, anyways. Shocked they haven't swept right there in that bush in the...
Yeah, Benyon is standing right on top of a ward right now, but I don't think anyone wants to anger the crocodile right now.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh, Leroy gonna put some damage onto Trung. He's got a Luden's Echo So he's got a lot of movement speed with the help of that Proto Belt as well. Cursed actually
Well,
starting off onto the Baron, and Leroy just zoning away the members of 50 Shades of Motion because Clutch is in the bottom lane, and Clutch, he does have teleport. Trung goes in, jumps onto Leroy. There's the redemption gonna come down from Zephyr. There's the flash crescendo, and stuns up too, but Oblivious doesn't have any follow-up. Beniona gets exhausted, Trung taking a lot of damage, Clutch is in there. Shockwave pulls in False Heart, and Beniona falls down. First kill of the fight, Kalira now running for his life. He will fall down. Biscuit picks up that one, Trung now chasing him down. Never move finds Leroy. Clutch is fighting away with him, and Leroy gets the heal. He's ticking away. He gets another heal on the minion, but Clutch chases him down. That's 3 kills for 50 Shades of Mosier. Now Chris finds False Heart, just walks right into him, and 50 Shades are gonna get this Baron for sure.
Just walked right into him. I think he would have been dead anyways. He was low on mana. But man, 4 for 0.
Yeah, 4 for 0, plus the Baron over to 50 Shades of Mosier. They're going to mosey their way on down to that Infernal Dragon because that's their second, as well as another dragon for the Shyvana.
Yeah, that was definitely the fight 50 Shades of Mosier has been waiting on this entire game.
Yeah, and just coming out, Leroy isolated himself a little bit, coming a little bit too far forward. And then Clutch was doing absolute work in that team fight, just zoning him completely away, did not get a good Hemo Plague off. Chris can't miss, landed a really good shockwave onto both False Heart and Beniona, forcing them out of the fight, or killing Beniona in his case.
This game could still go either way. Let's see how well 50 Shades of Mosier will use this Baron. They have 3 guys on the top lane, so...
And Trung now actually getting... He's super tanky actually right now. He's got Guardian Angel Locket. Both of them are dual resistance items. He's got a lot of HP naturally, as well as with that Frozen Mallet.
Yeah.
And what I assume will be the Titanic Hydra once that comes out.
I really like that he's gone tanky now. They already have so much damage on their team. I mean, there's no reason probably for him not to go tanky.
Chris Can't Miss gonna take away the blue buff of Team Accursed.
It's a good rotation into the top lane.
That's a huge wave that they're just adding the Baron buff onto, and 50 Shades of Mosier are gonna get that tower easy peasy. It's their 5th tower of the game. Nice auto reset from Trung. Alright, 50 Shades of Mosier, they get that tower in the top lane. The last remaining tower outside of Team Accursed base is in the mid lane, and that looks like where they're going. Clutch gonna try and deny some of the wolves.
I don't know if they're gonna have a wave clear. Oh, they might. They might.
And Leroy's gonna have a hard time, and especially when they're all chunked down. Kalira takes the Command Dissonance combo. They're forced back. 50 Shades of Mosier get their 6th tower of the game. They have a almost 5.3k gold lead, and they're gonna be able to get this inhib no problem. The Yordle Snaptrap zoning them away. The Tidal Wave comes out, just splits the team, and they ignore it and take the tower. Now 50 Shades of Mosier back away, never moved, used. Beniona taking a lot of punishment. Kalira smited down. And look at those nice Yordle Snaptraps, just keeping them away, using the tower as a block. Dead tower, that is.
Man, talk about a Baron power play. We were wondering how well they would use that Baron if they... But now look at the gold
really
leads.
Quite good.
6.1k. Great rotation in the top lane. Rotation back to the mid lane. And now they're going to get the back and get a lot of items here.
Yeah. Clutch has a Leandri's Torment as well. Means he's doing absolutely massive damage in these team fights. I'm really curious about Zephyr's Morellonomicon.
Oh yeah.
It's not something you normally see on a Nami. I guess the rationale is that they need Grievous Wounds to deal with this Swain and this Sona, but you got an Execution calling on Ezreal, and neither of the other 2 champions on their team can really You also have an Executioners on Graves, but you can't really build Morellonomicon on Vladimir. It's basically worthless.
Yeah, right.
You can't really... I don't know. I guess they're just really scrounging for some grievous wounds. Oh, Cavalier actually jumps into a lot of members of 50 Shades, but he almost assassinates Chris Can't Miss. He's gonna get the redemption heal. Trung now tanking up a lot of members. The shockwave pulls in Beniona. Trung is gonna lose his Guardian Angel. Beniona flashes for the stun onto Biscuit, but he's getting healed up. Trung is just gonna turn around and put down as much damage as he can. They pick off the jungler.
Yeah, great pick right there. I thought Cavalier bit off a little bit more than he could chew trying to assassinate Doriana, but it ended up working out great.
Yeah, there's just so many shields coming out. You have 2 lockets as well as Sona's already has that area of perseverance shield. Spirit Visage now finally finished for Beniona, but he's still falling down really fast.
We have Baron in a minute 50 as well as Drake in minute 10.
Yeah,
so
that's going to be Elder.
That will be Elder.
And it'll be really good for either of these 2 teams. Just they have 2 or 3 dragons. And of course, so Clutch is going to get stunned up by the Ruthless Predator. Nevermove is going to keep him in place. He slices and dice forward. Leroy trying to put some damage with the Tides of Blood, but he gets the Command Protect. Beniona now takes a little bit of damage in return.
Yeah, definitely.
And the Void Staff for Clutch's Swain. He's doing a lot of damage and seriously very tanky as well. Yeah, and Chris Can't Miss. He has the Rabadons as well now with the Void Staff. He's doing himself a lot of damage if he lands these big shockwaves. 5 members of 50 Shades here ready in the top lane rather. They're setting up those Yordle Snap Traps. Yeah, and Graves is quite a good source of wave clear with that end of the line.
Yeah, definitely. He's going to continue to siege, though.
Shades of Mosher, just using all the Yordle Snap Traps they can. And the thing is, you can't just take it to take the headshot. You have to take it and then get hit by the Nevermove, but that's a good tidal wave. It finds a lot of people. Biscuit gets assassinated. Trung into the back line. The crescendo did not save anyone. Clutch is now getting focused down. He's going to get the redemption heal, but he's going to Zanya's in there. They find Leroy, but Clutch will fall down as well. Oblivious, the only member of 50 Shades to still survive that one. Baron is spawning in 8 seconds, and Team Accursed have the perfect setup for it.
Oh man, you send one person back. Yeah, it looks like Renekton will be at the base, taking these minions.
Yeah, Renekton gonna be dealing with the minions. They have a big minion wave in the bottom lane that they're pinging onto. Team Accursed focusing down this Baron. It's not going down super fast, but it's hardly gonna be contested. Alright, so a Baron over to 50 Shades of Mosher, followed by a Baron over to Team Accursed. The Mortal Reminder and the Styrax Gauge are the items of choice for Cavalier. He's a surprisingly tanky Graves now. They're running it over to the Elder Dragon, but almost all the members of 50 Shades are back alive.
I don't know about this call right here. This could be risky. You could throw the game potentially right here.
Yeah, your team's not quite there. The Oblivious is going to get there. There's the teleport coming in from Clutch. Yeah, Clutch is here. There's the tidal wave to try and disengage. A nice Aqua Prison on the 2. Biscuit gets assassinated again. Leroy picks up that kill, and now he's doing some damage, but he gets taken very low by Chris Can't Miss. He's going to Sanguine Pool, but he will fall down. Trunk finds it. Oh, Zephyr flashed into some birds and Clutch got him, but he will be able to get taken out by Beniona. That's a 3 for 2 in favor of 50 Shades of Mosher. They're running it down towards the open inhib in the mid lane. They lose 3 Baron buffs and a lot of momentum in this game. Cavalier here trying to do what he can.
Yeah, that was just so risky. Knowing that
there's the Dragon's Descent into the Shockwave, and Cavalier will fall down. Inhib goes down in favor of 50 Shades of Mosher. Beniona the only one alive. He's got a Guardian Angel. They're focusing down the top lane in tower and the top lane Inhib. Pings going down onto the Elder Dragon. 50 Shades of Mosher gonna back away from this one. They don't need to worry about Beniona. And yeah, 50 Shades of Mosier, they're down 10 kills, but up 8k, or 5k rather, 8 towers to 4. And they're gonna start off onto this Elder Dragon.
Yeah, Biscuit's gonna be not far behind them right here, so they're gonna take this really quick.
Clutch has no teleport, but Cowlira's still dead for another 18 seconds, and 50 Shades of Mosier with an easy Elder Dragon. Beniona does still have Baron buff on him, however, so he will be able to power at least one wave. Unless it has run out by now. I'm sure it probably has, actually, now that I'm talking about it.
No, he
still got it, but it's not for very much longer. Beniona with the Guardian Angel Locket. He's not got a whole lot of HP to synergize with the Titanic Hydra because the Locket and the Guardian Angel are purely resistance items. No HP on those. But I mean, Guardian Angel is just such a good item, and then he goes Locket because his Nami does not have the Locket. Their team needs the Locket. Chris can't miss moving forward with the ball. They have the Elder Dragon empowering 2 Infernals and a Cloud. And this is probably going to be the final push for 50 Shades of Mosier. They've got inhibs down in mid and top. 50 Shades of Mosier with the Baron, or with the Elder buff, focusing down that tower in the bottom lane. It does fall down. True Shot Barrage comes out. Trung is caught by an Aqua Prison. Leroy is going very low. He Sangui pulls away. And Redemption gonna come down. There's a Shockwave! Eliminates False Heart from the map after the Dragon's Descent. Trung will fall down before he can get the Redemption heal. But double kill over to Chris can't miss. Actually, Trung had a Guardian Angel. I don't know what I'm talking about. He did fall down, but he just comes right back up. The Command Protect and the shields coming out from Sona, just keeping them alive through the Nexus Towers. 3 men of Team Accursed dead. There's the Crescendo on the Beniona. Caldera gonna get taken down. And Beniona gonna lose his Guardian Angel here. They're gonna go for the full and complete victory. 90 caliber net finds him. He gets headshot, and Biscuit gets the ace. That's the win for 50 Shades of Mosier. 3-0 in the first 3 weeks.
Wow, who do you think the MVP is gonna be? We're about to put the poll up quickly and let you guys give immediate feedback. So before we end the stream, we can give it to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, that was absolutely ridiculous. You know, if I had to give MVP to a member of Accursed, it would be Zephyr for those Nami engages, but they lost, and 50 Shades of Mosier, all of them just doing such a good job, like, together. I can't really say that there's a outlier for me, at least.
I completely agree.
We'll see what the fans think. I should have made this before the game ended. Actually, I had no way of knowing who was gonna win.
Exactly.
It's not my fault, guys.
We'll have it up in like 10 seconds. So
yeah, let's see. Who is their jungler? Trung. I did tell Trung that if he won this week, I would say his full name the way he likes it. So I'll say Trung Tendo. Did a really, really nice job on that Shyvana. Really farming up a storm in the early game. Chris can't miss. Biscuit. And, of course, Oblivious, who has, I think, 2 eyes. Alright. Here you guys go. Here is the straw poll for MVP of Game 4.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think. Give these players some recognition. That was an awesome game to watch from 2 undefeated teams.
Yeah, both teams actually playing absolutely phenomenally. You can definitely see why up until this point these 2 teams were undefeated.
Oh, without a doubt. Both teams controlled parts of that game, and I mean, it still drew out to 46 minutes.
Yeah, those team fights were absolutely great to watch, and some of the rotations really good. That one Elder Dragon call that Team Accursed made really cost them there. At this point, the stream poll will update live right now. We're looking at Chris Can't Miss ahead by 1 vote over Trung Tendo.
Yeah, Chris Can't Miss hit some awesome
great shockwaves.
Yeah, but also Trung, like we saw, he had such an dominant early game which got him so far ahead, and then in the late game, once he got tanky, he had some great engages. So Great play by both those
Yeah.
guys. Great play by their whole team. But
Yeah, Trung Tendo with the Dragon's Ascent into delivering Chris Can't Miss's Shockwave to False Heart just absolutely eliminated him from the map. And I mean, I want to give some credit to Team Accursed. They played really well.
Oh, no doubt about
Calera with a really big comeback in terms of farm. He is actually ahead in terms of farm at the end of the game. Baniona with a very dominant Renekton play for a good portion of the game. Leroy pulled himself very far ahead on this Vladimir pick. Really nice play by him. Trung Tendo's actually pulled himself ahead over Chris Can't Miss in the MVP poll. 7-6 now.
yeah, we'll talk about it for about another minute or two and see what you guys think. Let everyone get a chance to vote.
So that was week 5 of the OKLCS for Diamond Capped. We'll be seeing week 5 from Plat Cap tomorrow. There's only 4 weeks left, right?
Yep. I think
4 weeks. 4 weeks left in the OKLCS for all 3 divisions. So we're not even halfway done. We have a lot more to go through.
Exactly.
If 50 Shades of Mosier still undefeated, they still have the chance for the perfect season if they win their next 4 games.
Right. That would give them a lot of momentum going into the playoffs, but also
definitely a first place seed going into playoffs.
You know, we could also see teams like GSM, Snake. They still have time to kind of get back in. They have 4 games remaining, so
yeah,
we could see them get some momentum, win some games, and you never know what could happen.
Yeah, at this point, playoffs are still available for all of the teams in Diamond Capped.
Yes, no doubt about it.
Actually, after 3 weeks, I think everyone is always going to be available.
Right.
But, well, it looks like votes have stopped streaming in, so I think it's safe to say that Trung Tendo is going to be the one who's going to be our MVP for Game 4. But that is going to be it for us this week. How many 2-1 teams does this make? Let's see, actually. I have to check. I don't know all of the teams' records off the top of my head. Golly, I hate the website, dude. I don't hate the website, but I keep on forgetting where I need to go. So in Diamond Capped we have GSM 1-2, Handsome Boys 2-1, Sneck 0-3, Surefire 1-2, Team Accursed 2-1, United is 1-2, Weenie and the Weens 2-1, and 50 Shades of Mosier 3-0. Okay. So those are going to be the standings. We'll obviously we'll update them when we get the chance. But that is going to be it for us. Thanks guys so much for watching. I apologize again for all of the difficulties with the internet. Thankfully we didn't have any for this amazing game that we had at the very end here. So thanks guys so much for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow for Platcapped, and have a good night.